Welcome to CCN TV News, your premier source for local and international news. From the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world, we are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news. Jamaica has recently made a momentous discovery beneath its soil, finding multiple oil reserves in offshore regions. This is a game changer for the island nation, a country that has long faced challenges with energy dependence and economic development. While the excitement surrounding this discovery is palpable, the reality of turning this newfound resource into a stable, prosperous industry is far from simple. Jamaica may now be standing at the threshold of potential prosperity, but there are significant hurdles that could impact the extent to which the nation can capitalize on this oil. The oil reserves found off Jamaica's coast have the potential to be a transformative asset for the country. These reserves are believed to be substantial, with initial reports suggesting that the nation could produce a significant amount of crude oil. If fully developed, the reserves could reduce Jamaica's reliance on imported oil, enabling the country to meet its domestic energy needs, reduce costs, and even possibly become an oil exporter. Jamaica has been importing nearly 100% of its oil for decades, and the cost of fuel has been a significant burden on its economy. A domestic oil industry would lower fuel costs, provide job opportunities, and create a new source of government revenue. This newfound energy resource could fuel the country's industries, improve its energy security, and diversify its economy. Further fueling this excitement is the fact that oil often brings with it high returns. If properly managed, the island could tap into global oil markets, becoming a supplier to international markets and generating significant revenue. There is no doubt that the country is eager to see how this discovery can enhance its economic position. However, despite the promising potential, the discovery of oil is not without its challenges. The biggest issue facing Jamaica is the lack of necessary infrastructure and technical expertise to fully exploit these reserves. Unlike oil-rich countries like Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, or even neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica does not have a significant domestic oil industry. The country would need to make substantial investment in infrastructure to begin extracting and refining oil. This includes building offshore oil rigs, establishing refineries, and developing a distribution network to deliver the oil to domestic and international markets. All of this requires extensive capital, technical know-how, and skilled labor. At present, Jamaica's oil sector is largely uncharted. The lack of established infrastructure means the country would need to rely on foreign partnerships to build its oil industry from the ground up. This can lead to questions of control, ownership, and fairness. Foreign investors, especially in large international oil companies, may want to secure a significant stake in the industry, potentially limiting Jamaica's control over its resources. In addition to the financial cost of developing this infrastructure, Jamaica also lacks the workforce needed to operate an oil industry at scale. The country does not have a large number of skilled oil technicians, engineers, or geologists, all of whom are necessary for extracting oil safety and efficiency. Training these professionals would require time and investment, and in the short term, Jamaica may have to rely on experts from outside the country to fill critical roles. A major concern with oil extraction anywhere is the environmental impact. Oil drilling and extraction come with significant risk, especially when done offshore. The environmental consequences of oil spills, drilling accidents, and marine pollution are well documented and could have devastating effects on the island's coastal ecosystems, which are not only vital for biodiversity but also crucial for tourism. Jamaica's tourism industry is one of its largest economic sectors, attracting millions of visitors every year to its pristine beaches, vibrant cultural heritage, and natural landscapes. Any damage to the environment could directly impact the tourism industry, which accounts for a significant portion of the country's GDP. The government will need to implement stringent environmental regulations to protect these valuable ecosystems while pursuing oil extraction. The environmental risks extend beyond the marine life. A shift toward oil dependence could also increase air pollution, exacerbate climate change, and divert attention away from renewable energy sources. Jamaica has made some strides in adopting alternative energy solutions, like wind and solar power. An overemphasis on fossil fuels may slow down these crucial green initiatives. The discovery of oil could bring with it economic opportunities, but it could also create social challenges. While it's true that oil could generate wealth, it could also lead to deepening inequality if the benefits are not widely distributed. In many resource-rich nations, the wealth generated from oil is often concentrated into the hands of a few individuals or corporations, leaving local communities with little to no benefit. This is known as the resource curse, where oil wealth exacerbates economic inequality and fosters corruption. Jamaica's government would need to ensure that oil revenue is used wisely and that it benefits all citizens, not just the elites. Another concern is the impact of an oil-driven economy on Jamaica's other key sectors. The agricultural sector, for example, may suffer if large areas of land are converted to accommodate oil extraction. Local communities dependent on agriculture for their livelihood might face displacement or reduced income opportunities. Balancing the growth of the oil industry with the need to sustain other sectors of the economy will require careful consideration and planning. While Jamaica's discovery of oil holds exciting potential, the country must approach this new opportunity with caution and care. If the oil industry is to be developed, it must be done sustainably with a strong emphasis on environmental protection, social equity, and economic diversification. The government must carefully manage the process, ensuring that foreign partnerships are structured in a way that benefits Jamaica and provides the necessary resources to develop the industry. It is also crucial to involve local communities in the planning process to ensure that they benefit from the country's new oil wealth. Investments in education and training programs are also crucial to build a skilled workforce capable of managing the oil sector effectively. Moreover, the country must not lose sight of its renewable energy ambitions. While oil might provide a short-term economic boost, Jamaica must continue to invest in solar, wind, and other green energy sources to ensure long-term sustainability. A diverse energy portfolio will allow Jamaica to weather global market fluctuations and contribute to the fight against climate change. Jamaica stands at a crossroads, with the discovery of oil offering both great promise and significant risk. How the country chooses to develop this resource will shape its economic future for decades to come. The next few years will be critical in determining whether Jamaica can transform this discovery into a sustainable and prosperous industry that benefits all of its citizens while protecting the island's precious environment. With careful planning and responsible stewardship, Jamaica could turn its newfound oil wealth into a brighter future for generations to come. However, the road ahead is not without obstacles, and the country must navigate these challenges with caution, responsibility, and foresight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.